Happy New Year, nerds. Welcome to the BingeWorthy podcast, part of the Geekish Network. My name is Johnny Randolph, and I'm going to be one of your hosts today. I'm a speaker, trainer, and a podcaster, and I've got three amazing co-hosts with me. My first co-host, she is an actress, she's a writer, she's a director, she's just a general superstar. Say hello to the people, Miss Courtney Scott, right?
Hello, hello.
My next co-host, he is a game designer, a serial entrepreneur, and part owner of the Geekish Network. Say what up to the people, Chuck.
What's up?
And my last co-host, he is also a writer and an actor. He's also a general badass. I call him the Game Spitter, because every week right here on the BingeWorthy podcast, you can catch him spitting that fire. Say what's up to the people, Centel.
Yo, what's cracking, baby? I love this binge-worthy. Yo, Wednesdays, Odin's days, binge-worthy days. And we talking about a property that I really enjoy. And I get a chance to hang out with three of my bestest friends in this space right here, man. Yo, let's run it.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. How y'all doing, man?
Doing great.
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, glad to be back. We missed.
Right.
I missed y'all. We took the
Right.
holidays off, but we back. We popping. We getting it in.
Yeah, we get it in. And so a little background. The premise of our show is that every week we will binge watch an entire series. And then we come right here to the BingeWorthy podcast to engage in a discussion about that series. And we rate it at the beginning of the show based on our unique binge-worthy scale. And then after our discussion, we will rate it again. And maybe some of the talking points can influence one of the co-hosts to change their rating. Now, speaking of ratings, our binge-worthy scale is as followed. At a number 5 is a full binge out. That just means that shit is delicious. It is one of those properties where you will watch it in 1 or 2 sessions. You know, you might curl up on the couch with your boo thing and y'all watch it over a weekend because you want to see it all the way through. At a number 4 is a full meal. A full meal is not quite a full binge out, but it is definitely worth your time to watch this property. At a number 3 is a mini meal. A mini meal, well, it's not bad. It's not good. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Courtney describes it as a TV dinner, and I always add without the Lyris seasoning. It's just bland. At a number 2 is a snack, and a snack is something you watch because ain't shit else on. You know, nothing's new on HBO Max or Netflix or Hulu or anything. So you just hate watching it. And then in the number 1 is a cringe-worthy, and that's just a complete waste of your damn time. You can find anything in the world better to do than watch this property. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to rate our series. And let's start off with you, Chuck, man. How are you going to rate?
Start with me.
We're going to rate, and we're watching season 2 of The Witcher. So, Chuck, man, how are you going to rate season 2 of The Witcher?
Man. Oh, man. This is a tough one for me, guys. I'm going to say a mini meal.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I binged it, and it's getting the mini meal from me. I think about it all the time, and I'm like, oh. After watching the animated movie, it's a mini meal for me. And it's not explain why later, but yeah.
Okay. All right, Centel, buddy, how you going to rate The Witcher season 2?
I gave season 1, I'm pretty sure I gave season 1 a binge out. This didn't measure up to that. I'm not going to go as far as a mini meal, but I will give it a full meal. I'm fully invested in the Witcher universe. So this is doing enough service to keep me going and wait for Michelle Yeoh's variation and see what she comes up with it as well, because I got to have it. I love the story. Maybe it just needs a little bit more action. A couple of things kind of threw me, but yeah, full meal.
Okay. All right. So we got a mini meal so far. We got a full meal. I'm going to jump in here real quick, and I'm going to give it a full meal. I was invested in this property. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the interaction. I'm with Centel. I liked a little bit more action because it's an epic series. But the action that we did get, I didn't think it was bad. I liked the monsters in it. I liked the arc that a lot of the characters had, especially from season one. So I enjoyed this. I'm giving it a full meal. Miss Courtney Scott Wright, how are you gonna rate Witcher season two?
Well, so I like all of you, I've been kind of sitting with it, trying to figure out like what do I actually feel? Because here's the thing, I binged it full on. I binged it in under 48 hours. Went from episode to episode to episode. So I do agree that I would have liked a little bit more action, but I think that the way that this season was set up in terms of the story building of actually exposing us to what Ciri actually is, that was the whole arc, that was the whole trajectory of season 2, is understanding Cirilla and what she can do and who she is. And along the way, we also got a great storyline for Yennefer, things for her to fight through. So for me, I'm gonna give it a binge worthy because I binged it. Is it different than season 1? Yeah, it is. And I was struggling between binge worthy and full meal, but I think it needed this setup in order for us to understand where we're going into season 3.
Okay. All right. So that gives us a cumulative score of a full meal. So we got 2 full meals, a binge out, and a mini meal. All right. Well, let's jump right into it. So the beginning of season 2, we find Garrett. He reunites with Suri. So what are we thinking about the dynamic between those two characters? Miss Courtney, what do you feel about the dynamic between those characters?
Oh, Centel wants to jump in.
Oh, go ahead, Centel, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just from. It's a relatively quick. So, okay, I've read some of the books, and there's a thing in the book regarding Ciri, and it's just that she's this child, and it's just this childlike experience of living with this Witcher, this grown man that's lived for God knows how long, that's a monster killer, and you have this thing of innocence that's kind of like with this man. Well, the actress, no disrespect to her, because I think she's doing a decent job, but she's not 12 years old. She's not 13 years old. She looked a little bit, she was more forgiving of the part a little bit last year and during the first season. I can kind of deal with that, but it kind of just took me out of it because I don't see her as this innocence. I see her as just as a grown woman that's, that's still trying to go through the same trials and tribulations for understanding where she fits, understand her new power that she has. To me, it feels very similar to kind of like what Yennefer was going through. You already have Yennefer. I don't need 2 of them. And I love Yennefer. I wanted more Yennefer and less Ciri, but it's just a small thing. It wasn't enough to make me say I quit the series, but that relationship, like if you look at them long enough, they look like they could be dating almost. I'm like, it just looks a little odd to me.
I disagree with that. I mean, in terms of them dating, like I totally got father-daughter vibe from them. Yeah. I didn't get that. In terms of her age, yes, she was 19 when she filmed season 1. Mm-hmm. So, and it's been like 2-3 years. So she's probably like 22, 23. I agree. She did look like she aged. I mean, I think it was the wig that was not helping. The wig she had in first season 1 was a lot better. I don't know what they did need to bring that wig back, but it didn't help her. I got teenage vibes. I didn't get that she was 12, but I got that she was like 16, 17. So for me, I definitely got that youthful energy for her. And I thought that their relationship, especially like where it ended in season 1, like they automatically had they had a bond based on the destiny that was between them. So it was just kind of immediate. I would have liked a little bit more of uncertainty between the two of them because they both just accepted each other like right away. My grandmother told me to find him. I found him. Cool. I'm good with him. Like, it's still like a random man. You don't know him. But he's Geralt of Rivia and legendary. So therefore I'm cool. And he's Geralt. He just accepted he went through his whole journey in that cell. at the end of season 1. You know what I mean? Like his traveling to Central, him sitting in the cell while Central was falling. I feel like that was his journey. We just didn't get to be a part of it. So they just accepted it. So I appreciated their relationship for what it was.
Okay. Chuck, what about you, man? How you feeling between Siri and Geralt?
I thought she was more Sansa than Arya, and it threw me off.
I thought so too. She was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, she's more Sansa than Arya, and I was like, I'm just tired of this girl. I wish somebody
me
just
too.
kill her.
I
wish somebody kill her.
Tell us how you really feel, fam. Tell us how you really feel.
And I felt as though like I felt father vibes from him sometimes, but not all the times. It's like he was detached. Like he's a bad father. I thought he was a bad father. Like he was like Superman to Superboy. Like that ain't my child, but I gotta take care of him. You know. Like he was.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Like
Yeah.
he
Like,
definitely
he liked her.
tried, and
Oh yeah,
he tried way more.
Yeah,
he tried way
did,
more than
yeah.
Superman tried with Superboy.
Yeah,
That's
he was
true.
like,
That is
he was,
true.
he was like,
He
the
definitely
Saying
tried.
much,
He'd
though.
left
That's
Superboy
not saying
in the
much,
cold.
though.
And that's true
not
as
saying
well.
much.
yeah.
Superman is the worst, the biggest deadbeat dad of all time, right?
Yeah. I felt like he cared about the girl because when the maiden of night said, "Hey, she can come work for me. I have her make all kinds of money," and he made that look at her. She says, "And you say you're not a father."
Well, I mean, wasn't that a good thing, right? I think, you know,
Yeah, that was a good thing.
he doesn't know how to raise kids.
I
He's a
thought
witcher.
that was
Exactly.
good.
He spends
He
his
has
life,
No.
no idea.
No idea.
yeah, he spends his
None.
life hunting monsters
No.
and killing them
He
on the
had
road.
to call them
Like, here's the thing.
reinforcements. He called him what's her name, and she
Yeah,
was like,
Tris Marigold.
Tris
I was just
Marigold,
about to
yeah.
say that. He
Yeah.
calls in Tris, and Tris had to educate him on, and all of them, because the dudes are treating her just like she's like, you know,
one
the
of the
stepper
dudes.
child that they didn't really
Right.
ask for, and kind of don't really know if they like her. So we're just gonna tease
No,
her.
no,
We're
they
just
put
gonna
her-
bully this girl.
They put her on the obstacle course and let her get her ass
Yeah, that was
beat
fucked
over
up.
the-
That was fucked up.
Like,
But you know what though? I don't
I
know
don't
that's messed up.
necessarily- I
Because
don't
it's like
think it's
exactly
messed
if you
up
want to
either.
be if you want to be a witcher, then this is what's required.
But usually when they put them on the obstacle course, they've already survived.
Yeah,
the
they had
drinking
to
of the
build up to
serum.
that. They kind of just
They
threw
just
her
threw
into
her
the
up there in
fire,
her- in her
man.
full-
Yeah.
Well, she volunteered. She volunteered herself.
She
Because she
did.
didn't know any better. She's like, I want to be a witcher. So it's like,
Like,
if
go
I'm
do
playing if I want to be a
wasn't even-
basketball player and Michael Jordan is going to be my coach, right? And Michael Jordan's like, do this drill. I'm going to do this drill, right? Because
the
I
thing,
want to get
though.
to that level.
I don't think that she decided that the only person she's ever seen that's capable of taking care of themselves in a badass way is Geralt.
Girl,
So therefore, I want to be a witcher. I want to be you so that I can take care of myself, so that I don't have to keep running, so that I don't have to be this fearful thing. It wasn't necessarily that she wanted to be a witcher. She wanted to be able to take care of herself.
Yes, she did.
She wanted to be a
make her own
badass.
decisions. She
wanted to be able to
Well,
not be beholden to
mean,
somebody else.
Like I
And
made
so
this
like that's why she
decision.
was standing out there like fighting with the little mannequin for hours, and Geralt's like, yeah, you're done. Just go inside and get something to eat. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm gonna keep going until I get it.
Well,
And that's just like what the dudes were saying, like, okay, you want to keep going, then go
If
over
you-
here. This is a person with obsessive compulsive disorder. So she is struggling instead of facing her emotions of feeling of loss of her home, of her grandmother, of her entire community and kingdom. She just wanted to fight
and
something.
let's be honest, everybody she loves, she watched get killed.
Yeah,
Everybody.
man.
Everybody.
She needs counseling bad
Everybody,
as
except
She
the
needs
one
counseling.
person. Except the one
That's what
Everybody
person.
on the
Tris was
show
trying to
needs
tell her.
counseling.
Except the one
Everybody on the
person's
show needs
taking care
counseling.
of
But
her.
Siri definitely needs it a little bit more because
Yeah,
but I
man.
liked Tris when Tris came in, was like, y'all just teasing her. She want to put some little raggedy flowers in her hair. So what? Did she have cloth for her for her menstrual cycle? And the dudes were like, oh. So you keep giving her mushrooms, she won't even have that. She
But
won't
they
even
don't
be a
know how to
fucking
treat-
girl.
If I got dropped in my 15-year-old daughter right now, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, like if I never, like, she just came to me and was like, hey, you got a 15-year-old girl you got to raise. I wouldn't know what to do. I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't either. And I have a son, and I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be
That's
lost.
a
I'd
totally
be like,
different side of the
oh,
coin. And I'm like,
that.
how does this
I
work?
don't believe
know,
that at
man.
all.
I
I'm
don't
not
believe
saying-
that at all.
Believe
I
that
don't believe
at
that.
would
all.
show
I said
love.
I can't
believe that.
I would
learn.
miss some things.
Y'all
I
are
would
making
miss
up
some
stuff,
things.
man.
No, I'm not saying I
was
can't
not
learn
that
it,
dense.
but like day one, I'm like, what do girls do? Like, I don't know. Like,
Here's the
I
thing,
don't know.
you would have done what Geralt did. You'd have called a fucking girl.
Right. I wouldn't have known
Yeah,
what
you
to
would've
do
called
other than
a girl.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I don't know what
So
to
on
do with
my
her.
own, I would have been
Mama.
completely lost. Right. I mean, like, auntie, like, yeah, like
That's what I'm
what?
saying. I feel you. I'd have been like,
Yeah.
there's somebody that has way more wisdom in this situation than me.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
call the wise person.
Right.
Right.
Or I've been like, Courtney, she 15. She asking me this. What should I say? Right. I don't know. I mean, I've
Exactly.
grown
You
over the
follow
last
friend.
15 years.
send
I
a
built
raven,
that. But day
You
one, you drop
send
a
a messenger. You
right.
send
You drop a
somebody.
14-year-old to me. I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
know. I wouldn't know. No. 14 years ago, if I'd have had to raise a 14-year-old girl, I would have been completely lost. Completely.
Okay.
But Siri stepped up though. Like, even though she was in a bad situation with her training, she didn't quit and she realized that she was worthy of the training. So imagine that they'd taken a different approach and being like all soft with her and she's not ready and all that, then that would have been a missed opportunity.
And I think that the guys actually developed respect for her because she
Oh
did
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it started off,
They were
it started
cheering
off as a
for her.
jokes in the
joke.
beginning. Yeah,
It
they had
started off
jokes
as
in
a
the
joke.
beginning.
You know, like they were
Yeah,
like,
they
whatever,
were
she's not
cheering
gonna
for
do it,
her.
or she's gonna
Yeah.
like give up and cry, or then we can make fun of her. She never did.
Nah.
Only time Gerald had a deadbeat dad moment is when she got all the way to the obstacle course and slipped off the
That's what I was gonna
end.
say.
And then he was like,
"You almost
well,
made
you
it.
didn't finish then.
You almost
Yeah.
made
You
it.
know, you almost made it.
You almost
Like,
made it."
he
Oh,
was
no.
just, and then just
That's
walked
not-
away. Like
That sounds like a dad moment. I remember playing sports and my pops was like that, like a lot of
Yeah,
times. with that.
man. Yeah.
Like if it wasn't a full blown victory, or you didn't hit the shot, or you didn't hit the goal.
Or if you fall,
What-
you
what we
get up.
talking
Right?
about?
Yeah.
She
yeah.
got to the very
What are we
end.
talking about?
She had to land it.
Yeah, you
She's
didn't
like, I
finish?
landed. Then she fell off. He's like, oh no, you got to walk off the back of it. You can't just hop off of it.
I felt that though. I felt
Yeah, I
that.
did too. I
You know,
laughed
and-
about it. I
and-
laughed.
and-
I definitely think she garnered their respect after she kept falling and getting back up, because
Yeah.
they even went and was like, hey man, come your girl out here, she kind of
because
doing it,
here's
like
the
she's
thing.
learning.
But she didn't have
Here's
the
the-
potion, you guys. By that time,
And she
all the
didn't have the
people had
potion. Exactly.
They are
Exactly.
already immortal. You survived death already.
Exactly.
And
So
you
and
you
that's
survived the
another
field
thing.
of creatures hunting you, because after you get the potion, they drop you in the middle of the field and said, "What are we supposed to
But
do?"
this is the thing we also have to
Survive.
remember about Cirilla.
Mm-hmm.
She is the granddaughter of Calanthe, the lioness of Sintra. So she's not some little weakling.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Her grandmother
Like,
is about that life.
her
Her
grandmother
grandmother's
was
real.
a beast. And her grandmother is the one that raised her, not Pavetta, not her dad, Dooney, whatever the fuck his name was.
No.
Calanthe raised her. So I you know, like, did she get on my nerves? A little bit. But here's the thing. I think
A
mostly
little?
she
Just
got
a
on my
little?
well, the mostly I think that she got on my nerves is because she was so busy keeping her own little secrets, being scared. You know what I mean? And it's like you don't have time for that shit. He's a fucking witcher. Like, legitimately, you've seen him kill how many monsters, and you still not telling the whole truth?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about like getting more detail within the Witcher universe. And if you watch the animated series, well, that's the series, the animated one-off, you can tell that, like, and even in the books they state this as well, like they get like kids that have been left in orphaned, war-torn countries, they just grab them.
Yeah.
And sometimes the kids are
I can see
payment for not being able to pay for the Witcher services. So the kids are already traumatized. So trauma is no excuse. It's none.
Yeah.
All the kids that go this route have been traumatized. So, so that doesn't work. And then to make matters even worse, it, like, to piggyback off what Chuck was saying, like the Witchers really don't give a fuck, because they took them kids, threw them in the woods, and was like, whoever makes it, you know, we'll continue
Right.
what the next step is going to be. So ain't nobody trying to hear anything about you getting knocked off the little thing by the swinging, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
want to
throw
hear
kids
that.
in the
Nobody
woods
want to hear.
and let the
Nobody
monsters
want to
have
hear.
it.
you
A
almost
big
made
percent.
it.
Yeah.
No,
A big
it's like,
percentage
this
of
is
them
for
die,
real.
right? I don't know if
Die
it's
in the
majority
country.
or if it's
Yeah.
And
like
it's
half,
also the
but
time
like
period.
yeah,
They don't
a
have
large
the
percent-
time or the luxury to
No.
give a shit. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, you got to get up, pick up that sword.
Yep.
So I think they gave her the proper respect as somebody that's trying to be a part of this group. We can't sit there and give you special whatever just for the simple fact this is how it's been for
She kind of had
hundreds,
it
if not,
special.
if not thousands of years. You know,
She
if
kind of
not,
had it
you know.
special, because usually they take the elder blood and drop it into one of the kids and say, if they survive the night, we'll throw them out there in the woods and let these monsters at them.
No,
I was proud
here's
of her.
the thing.
I
Yeah.
thought she proved herself. I was proud of her.
I did. I was proud of her. I thought that she showed up. I thought she showed up ready to get down with the get down. In terms of the elder blood, Vesemir was spitballing. Let's be honest. He had never actually used just pure elder blood before. So he didn't know what the fuck that was gonna do.
They had
and
an
I'm
age
sure
range
like,
for him.
and then we saw what it did do to that homegirl's face.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cause
Yeah.
they didn't have a mage that could actually do the formula right.
Right.
Yo, and
Tris didn't know the formula. She didn't know what she was
She didn't know
doing.
what she was doing either. The mage,
Yo, and I don't understand
because he was making
how
monsters.
Gerald didn't put hands on Vesemir for that. I'm like,
Geralt.
Geralt, excuse me.
Geralt,
Yeah, how
yeah.
Geralt didn't put hands on him. I'm like, you about to do what? You about to inject it with?
I'm surprised he didn't
My
put hands on him too.
This is my
Yeah, that's what I'm
child.
saying.
You talking about?
Don't roll him up.
He was like, but she asked
You know how this
for
going
it.
in.
I don't give a fuck what
Exactly,
she asked
she
for.
asked for it.
What are you
Like she
talking
ain't even
about?
old
She
enough
asked for
to.
you to cut
She ain't old
out
enough to
her.
get
You gonna
consent.
take
What the fuck are you talking about? Right?
Exactly. Bitch, you know
Like
you
I don't
should've
know what
waited
the
for
age
me.
of consent
You
is
knew
in
I
that
was coming
world,
back.
but she
You
hasn't
think I
reached it.
You think I was just gonna leave her here? You should have waited for me.
Yep.
That's what you should have done.
Tris was like, where are
I
they
was
at?
like, I thought I could trust
He
you.
left. He left. He left. He was like, she was like, because when Tris showed back, I was like, where are they at? He left. I think he went to, what's the black woman's name? What's her name?
Nene
Oh,
or
Nene,
Nene.
yeah.
Oh, she was
Nene.
auntie.
She was badass.
Auntie Bridgerton auntie.
That's right. She is in Bridgerton auntie.
She is the Bridgerton
Yeah.
auntie. She was cool.
Yeah.
I like her.
She dope.
Yeah, I like
She's
that.
dope in
Yeah.
every.
I'm
in
mad
every
because
role.
he was like, I didn't mean to bring the fight to your temple. She looked at him like, I'll fuck you up in here. I love that look she gave him. She's forgiving though. She was like, I'm gonna forgive you. But
I'm just glad she didn't die because I
I'm
was
glad she
like,
didn't
you
either.
kill her, you kill another black person, we gonna have a problem. You only got two.
Yeah.
Frangilla don't count.
So then
Yeah.
let's
But
talk
yo,
about
Frangilla
her.
beasted out. She
She
had,
did
she
beast
had a
out.
scene where she beasted out. I mean, some of the other stuff she was just okay, but that scene, and you know what I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
was monstrous. I was
Mhm.
like, yeah. When
Which
when
one?
everybody froze, when everybody froze.
Oh yeah, that was the
She was
Last
still
Supper
kicking
scene.
up. Yeah.
The Last Supper scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
I was
when she
standing
showed
on the
up in her
sofa like,
outfit though, in her like evil queen outfit with like the
Yo.
crown made out of braids. Yo, I'm
Yeah.
about to figure out how to cosplay Frangilla because
Yo,
that damn
Frangilla.
crown.
Yeah, she
I
did.
was
She
like,
showed
you better
up.
go ahead.
She
She
showed
did that
up.
Last Supper scene. She
And she
beasted
killed
that
them all.
scene.
And she was really running the shit, right? Like she
Yeah.
had the plan. She was the one
Kinda.
organizing and
Nah,
She kinda fell
Francesca.
into the plan. She
Francesca
fell
was
into the
running
plan.
it. She was
Yeah.
she
okay.
was running the men, the humans, to an extent, but she was running the plan that Francesca laid out for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the problem, is that she's always executing someone else's plan. In the first season, she was executing the White Flames plan, and then she kind of like fell off because she was like, okay, old dude isn't here. I haven't heard from the White Flame, so I'm just gonna run with this because I made an alliance with her, and we're gonna do this now. And then
Yeah.
old dude came back, and all of a sudden, Frangilla again was fucking backseat.
Yeah.
So that's why she gets
Yeah.
on my nerve. Like she had one good moment. And then when it comes down, I mean, and I know I'm jumping ahead, we'll get there. When push comes to shove, you don't even stand your own ground. You just go off and say, yeah, okay, yeah, I did. It was my fault the baby died. No, it wasn't, but you damn sure just signed your death warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she talked to the White Flame
Well,
showed up. And
Let
was
that,
like,
no, but she let that
yeah.
white man and then
Yeah.
he she
Well,
tried to take it, and then he was like, no, you didn't do that shit. I did it.
Well, to her
that was
credit,
the White
the
Flame.
mages,
Mhm.
but to her credit, the mages answer to the kings, and
Yeah.
and they're second in line. They're really more just advisors and more than
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, they're
So
just advisors.
so the mages have to kind of like know their role, but that's what makes the story interesting, is because when the mages that are the advisor to these kings, when they come together, they have the big picture. That's why they're able to
The
do things.
Brotherhood.
You know,
Mhm.
yeah, that's why they're able to do things
Mhm.
behind the scenes, and that's where their real power is. But while you're in front of that king, you know, you gotta pay your respect. You gotta bow out. You gotta
Yeah.
take these L's. That's
No,
what you're supposed
I'm not saying she shouldn't have bowed down. I'm not saying that. I
Right.
understand the role of the mage. What I'm talking about, you try to oversell your position. Just own that shit. Just own that the elves were here. Don't buy into the dumb white dude who doesn't know anything any more than you do. And you're gonna let him talk you into owning some shit that you didn't do. And then he almost damn near killed her dumb ass because she lied.
It wasn't a bad plan. When I heard it, I was like, oh,
It was a bad plan.
It just wasn't well thought
I thought
out.
it was a good plan.
I think
just
she
wasn't thought
he
out.
did it. I think she thought he did it, but he's giving her credit to say she did it. Yeah, because I thought
No, he doesn't have any magic. How she knew that man didn't have that old raggedy man.
Nobody
didn't
has
have any magic.
status.
He has
He
that,
has
but I think
status.
he
The
had,
general or the king?
the general. He was running
Both.
before the king showed
Both
up.
have status.
Yeah.
No,
both of them.
listen. He had status until he got captured. And then she gave his status back to him.
Yeah, I think
Because
Right.
she could have easily, she could have easily have said, "I don't know this dude, kill him."
She could have
And
done.
then
But,
she just
But that's just it. Like the mages, that's not their role in the land of men. Like they're about all that life, but when they're in the land of men, they have to do whatever it is to keep their kingdom intact. Because
the elves were in control. That's the point you're missing. The elves were in control at that point. I mean, like there was still one general that was on the fence of it, but until old dude rolled in
right,
from
because
having
Daddy
been
showed
captured, exactly.
Right.
But no one knew him until she gave him back his name. That's the point that I was making.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel you, but once he shows up, you know, it's like, okay, Daddy's home. I have to fall back into this role.
But he's not the king.
But it's for a high. But he's still of a higher status. All she
general.
is, her only role is to be an advisor. That's it. She's
Right,
not supposed
I
to be
understand.
calling shots or any.
No, but
or
the
any of
mage
that,
is
unless
usually second
asked
to the king. Yeah, the mage is usually second to the king. In every other kingdom, the mage is second to the king.
But she
even the generals and like think about Faltus. Faltus and his whole armory, like he had his general there, but the general had to answer to Triss. He had to answer to Triss Marigold. That was my point. That's my problem with the way the TV series is set up. I don't know how the book is set up, but what I'm saying about the TV series and what they've already established is the mage is secondary to the king and only the king.
But no, in this, she said this though. She turned to the other elf, Francesca, and said, "I used to answer to him."
She did. That's what I'm saying.
So she answered to the
you
general.
used to. The operative word in that statement was used to.
Well, she just fell back into that pattern.
And that's my problem.
I didn't think the plan was a bad thing because he would have, because if she took credit for killing the baby and then they go out there and they attack, the elves start to attack their enemies, like she gets
I don't
credit
think
for
she thought he did it because he doesn't have any magic.
No, I don't think she. I think he
why would you need magic to kill the baby?
How would he plan that to happen with no magic?
Talk to somebody who could actually do it for him.
The only person with magic in the town outside the elves is Frangilla.
Because
I don't know. I don't know if you necessarily had to have
the magic killed the baby.
Yeah,
I thought it was poison.
No, the witch killed the witch. I thought the witch killed the baby, but apparently the king said he did.
They didn't explain.
Yeah, I think it was the king. Yeah. Well, they explained at the very end. Well, we don't know if he did it. We know that he has a role in the baby's death.
He had it. He had it.
Whether it be him or he had somebody else do it.
But that witch, I think that he's in league with the witch. I think that's the witch that cursed him to begin with. Because we got to remember, Dewey pissed off somebody because he was a fucking porcupine.
Yeah, he was a porcupine.
Mm-hmm.
He was a porcupine. He was cursed by somebody as a child. Right. So he know people. So whether or not it was that witch in the house,
he's the white flame. Nobody.
And he's the white flame. He's the white flame for something. We don't know what he has and how he got it. So we just found out it's him at the end. You know, I
think it could be a ruse. And it could be a ruse. It could be a ruse. Maybe
nobody saw him
that on himself or
whatever. Could be.
Nobody's seen the white
but
flame.
That that lamb moment that Francesca had when she took all them babies and recouped.
That was some Moses.
Right,
that's what I'm
saying.
Right there.
It was the opposite. It was the opposite of like you got the lamb's blood, then your baby's gonna be safe. Yep. No, every baby.
Yeah. And I thought of you, Centel, because you always say like Hollywood has tropes like you don't kill kids, dogs.
You don't kill kids.
Kids, dogs, and I was like, that just went all out the window because they just killed a whole bunch of babies.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Killed them all.
And I wasn't mad at her. I wasn't mad at her. I'm like, I get it.
I wasn't either. I mean, it was a firstborn elf baby in like centuries, like 5 centuries, excuse me, or some shit. Yeah. And the baby almost didn't survive. Then all of a sudden you just take it like that. That was cruel.
Mm-hmm.
But the witch knew what she was doing
Absolutely.
in order to instigate the war that she was looking for.
Right.
Because I
Because
still
she
think it was
feeds
the
off all the
witch.
negative energy.
Whether the
I
witch
don't
is working for
know.
Dooney or what. That witch, I think it was the witch.
I know. We'll see. We'll see.
Because
I
she
don't
was
know.
trying to
Yeah, we'll see.
escalate. She
Because
needed
the
Francesca
king was like,
mad.
"Hey, I made it happen. Y'all weren't going to do it.
She
I
needed
made
her
it happen."
pain because that's what the witch feeds on is the pain
yeah.
and the fear. So she needed her pain in order to catapult her house into the next conjunction so she could get out.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see. I found the
Yeah,
witch
I certainly
very
don't
interesting.
disagree with that theory. I don't disagree
Yeah.
with it. I just we'll see.
We'll
It's
see.
a good theory. It's a good theory.
We'll see.
All right, so let's talk about. Go ahead, Centel. No, go ahead, man.
No, please.
The only thing I was gonna say, let's talk about another big character in this, Yennefer, and her full arc throughout this season. I love Yennefer.
Yeah,
I love
I do
her.
too. I want
love
more
her.
of her.
Yeah, me too. I think she's just amazing. I wanted her to get her magic back so badly.
That's why I
Well,
didn't like
and
that.
then
She didn't
because-
have any magic. I was like,
Well,
oh,
she had
this is
such
annoying.
she had the flex of all flexes at the end of season 1. Like she full on, like she went Super Saiyan for the most part.
Yeah.
So you're thinking like at least for me, I'm like, oh
Thought
man,
she was gonna level up.
We get to really see what she can really do. And there was just so many episodes where I was like, when she's gonna get it, and I was just left wanting. And then you get the moment when you realize it's not necessarily about her being her full self in the magic. It's about her helping Siri realize her full form.
And how to
which
use her magic. I got
right,
it too.
and I get it, but I was still disappointed because
Yeah,
I
me
still
too.
want Yennefer to because she walks with swag,
She
You've
does.
seen everything that she
Except
came
when
up
she's
with.
a young girl.
And she was on her heels for
No, she
what,
still
out of the
has
8
her
episodes,
swag.
I
she
don't
was
think
like
so.
she not as much as this one. Like she made it
Well,
work.
yeah, she was
she
sad.
improvised enough to
did.
make it work, but I wanted to see, I want to see her walk with
Well,
that big boy
yeah,
status.
because like I rewatched the last 2 episodes of season 1 because I realized that Yennefer, first of all, Tisea, the leader of the mages, she put Yennefer in command of everyone. She was legit oracling and ordering the command of all the mages and the brotherhood. She was in the watchtower. She was the eyes only. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like she was running that show. Like even Tisea knew like, yo, you the truth. So I need you to, run it down. And so I thought she was going to level up. So when she came back with no magic and Tisea said, you have no access to chaos, I thought that something happened in the sense of like, she wasn't coming from a place of chaos anymore because she had made her peace with her chaos. I thought she was going to flip it and found some other way in order to like use it from whether it's a place of like this bottomless pit of like of love or of pure energy or something. So for them to just kind of like, oh, the witch convinced her like, you get your magic back if you bring me Siri. And then yeah, cool, we got to see her journey with Siri, and then she learns who Siri is. A, kind of likes her, and B, becomes the teacher that we know Siri needs. And because Tris Marigold punked out, she got her little feelings hurt, got scared, and then I can't be fucking with Tris. So then she got to die or sacrifice herself in order to get her magic back. I was like, I feel like we didn't give Yennefer her full due that she deserves.
I'm speaking on the other side.
I feel you on that.
They could have killed Yennefer at the beginning. She lost her magic. I was like, there's no use for her. Get rid of her.
That was.
She just frustrated me. I was like, oh,
I thought she had some great moments. I thought she had a gangster moment
was
when
really
she
clever to not have the
but
magic,
she was a selfish
right?
bitch. She reminded me of.
But
she always
inside.
has been.
She
Yeah,
reminded
she
The Yennefer has
yeah.
always been a
But
selfish bitch.
she was a badass.
Always.
Now she's no longer a badass. She ain't got no magic. You're nothing.
Well, she got humble.
But she was
got
a
humble.
badass. But she found out how to be
woman.
badass without magic.
You're
To
just
be
a
able
white
to
woman being a
convince.
white woman at this point. I was like, kill her off. Kill
So
her
for
Siri.
her to figure out how to
Kill
still
them
be
both.
a badass without magic Like that.
She was
I mean, that in and of
conniving.
itself.
That was her
She is
powers,
conniving, absolutely.
That's who she's always been. The
Yeah.
first time
Always
we
been
met
that, though.
her,
Right.
she was
She's
like,
always been that
she was
way.
Yeah, and I was
masterminding
okay
an
with killing her
orgy.
off too. I've been okay with killing her off.
So
Since
you want to
season
kill
one.
Siri and
This
Jennifer,
is
Chuck?
you.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck gets
Okay.
cost saving all throughout
Well-
the series. Like they both gotta go.
Y'all gotta go. They be on their purpose. I want to see the Witcher
Anyway.
kill some monsters.
So can we talk about did anybody remember from season 1 Vilgefortz, who is the guy, the Indian guy who takes over the Brotherhood in season 2?
Yep.
Okay, so Vilgefortz in season 1, he had a moment where he murdered one of his own mages in cold blood,
Mm-hmm.
just
I
out of
forgot that.
ire, just
Mhm.
out of like the dude was like, help me, and it wasn't like I'm gonna put you out of your misery. It's like, no, die, bitch, and then turned around and had his own moment. So then we see him with like, he's hooking up with Tisea, he's taking over the thing. He is yelling at Tisea like, you should have told me Triss was back. Like, I mean,
He was
freaking
out of
the fuck
pocket on
out.
that one.
He was,
he was
so
out of pocket.
out of pocket. And
Yeah, he
I
was
was
out of
like, that's who I wanted to die. I'm like, can we kill him? Because he ain't right. There's something
Kill him
about
too.
him.
I think he's.
But
he's
all
in
the
line with
mages
king.
are jacked up, though. There are no really good mages
Yeah.
that have a good heart, except for maybe Triss. Triss is like the only one that has a
Yeah.
good heart. All the rest of them are vindictive.
And
All of
Triss
them.
It's a
whines too
dangerous
much.
world, though. Like it's a dangerous
Yeah.
world. And they talk about that in season 1. Jennifer basically said, "I live in a dangerous world. I don't have time to be soft." Right? So they all come and they're managing chaos. You can't manage chaos being like, oh, I love the world.
No, my favorite
Well,
character.
and they're in a space where they manipulate kings.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
their
you-
power.
Yeah,
That
the
is their
kings
power.
are
You
the
better-
pawns.
you better come with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You
my
know who
favorite character
I
is
want to
the
see
Centra.
more of? Huh?
The Central is my favorite character. I liked him.
Who?
Like the guy that came in and killed
The black guy.
the bald guy, the bald white guy that comes in when he shows the owl who speaks through the owl.
From The
Okay.
Witcher?
Yeah,
Or
from
from
The
the
Witcher.
Outlander?
Yeah,
The dude from Outlander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my character. I liked him. I mean, he was like.
I
when he
like
came
the
in-
owl.
when-
I want to see more of her. I was like, who are you?
Yeah,
Are
I
you a
like the owl,
mage?
too.
Like, what the fuck are you? Can we get more of you?
We probably will in season 3. Hopefully, get more.
You know who else I wanted to die? Dara, the little black elf.
Yeah, I want him
The
to die
one
too.
who was
Yeah, I didn't
like,
like
the
him
one
either.
who
With the hair plaited?
I
The hair-
thought he
I don't
died
even
when he
know.
was trying
The
to go
one
through the
who was like-
underground tunnel.
he's
I didn't
like,
understand his purpose.
spying. He's
Yeah.
spying for. It's like you're spying on your own people. What kind of fucking turncoat are you?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Men murdered your entire. They murked your whole family, and you spying for these white men? Really?
Hmm.
I would have. I would have told the elves long before he did. Long before he did, and maybe
Yeah,
if
he
he had
was-
done
he was
that,
spying
then maybe he
for,
could have saved the
He
baby.
was the Sistra. He was spying for him. And the street says the Redian Intelligence Agency. I liked him. I thought he was cool. Like when he saved the prince, he came in. The prince was gonna drink the wine. He stabbed. He threw the knife through the girl's throat.
That's
Yeah.
the what you talking about the white guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, we switching up. We talking about the black guy, the white guy. So
We
I
talking
just
about
wanna
both of
make
them
sure.
because the black
Well,
guy was
because
spying
Dara,
for the white guy.
the little black elf, the
black
little
elf
child who
talking
was
to the
friends
owl
with
for the
Siri.
white guy.
Yes, he was friends with Siri in season 1.
Yeah.
Then apparently he got arrested, and then they're like, okay, we'll set you free if you spy for us. And the person who said that is the white guy that he's talking about.
Yeah.
He
guy
just
that-
didn't serve a lot of purpose in the whole season.
He
I'm
didn't
like,
serve any purpose at all because I didn't even really know
And
who
I
his king
hated the
was.
Bard.
He
What's his
barely
name?
sat on the. He sat on the
Oh,
council.
you hated the Bard?
Hate the Bard.
I love that guy. That's
Kill
my
that
guy.
dude. Kill that dude too.
That's my guy, man.
annoying.
That's my
He's
guy. I
annoying.
loved him.
Kill that dude. I feel like this season was.
I don't
annoying.
mind Yessica. I thought it was
Jessica was
interesting. I thought that Yessica was interesting that he became this like coyote. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That he's getting elves out of town, thinking he's doing something good, being the piper or what have you. But then only to find out that like he's really a secret pawn of that same dude,
Mhm.
that they've been using him in order potentially to get to Geralt of Rivia because they know that I'm sure they know that's where Ciri is.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Like
man.
I didn't like the Bard neither.
So
I was
Chuck, you
like,
didn't like a lot of people in this
No,
season.
it
You
was
want to kill off a
annoying.
bunch of people.
It was annoying. I think I may drop my rating.
So you convince your own self to drop your own rating.
I tried. Like, I was like, man, I binged it, and I was like, after I was like, this was annoying. It was a cool story, but all the characters were annoying. I didn't like any of them. I kind of felt like how I felt with the characters of Cobra Kai after season 3.
Well, we're not
They were
gonna
all
even
they were
talk
all
about
annoying,
that.
and I didn't feel like dealing with them. I like girls, but I felt as though, let me be honest, I felt like Henry Cavill phoned it in. He phoned in his character.
The only thing I don't like about Henry
I think
Cavill
he
is
did,
I don't like his Witcher voice. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Everything
I
else
think
I
he
can
Oh,
do.
I love
His
the
Witcher-
Witcher voice.
His
Sounds
Witcher
like
voice
a
is just
bad
I love the
Batman
Witcher
voice.
sounds like a
voice.
bad Batman voice.
Bad
So-
Batman voice.
Let me ask you guys.
I
But
disagree.
that was my complaint last
I think,
season too.
I think he phoned it in. I was like, man, you just phoned this in. Like, COVID really got you down, huh?
Well, he got injured real bad during the filming of season 2, and they had
There's
to cut
multiple
back,
breaks too.
yeah, and they had
There's
to cut
multiple
back
breaks.
on a lot of things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They
that
phoned it
there
in.
and that's also true. There are a lot of shutdowns. There are a lot of shutdowns. So we probably lost a lot of the action sequences, and we probably sacrificed a lot of if he was injured, like because I don't remember. I do remember him that he was injured, but I don't remember what happened specifically.
Yeah, I don't remember
So
much of
that
it.
could be why we lost a lot of action, and it was just more talking and explaining. Because the dude
A lot
that
of
I've
talking.
always thought was useless was the black guy that likes Yennefer,
Yeah.
the
He
little
did.
light-skinned dude,
Yeah.
the
And him
dude
giving
from
that
the
a
dude
touchback
from
love.
in that moment,
His-
they
the
realized they
dude
liked
from
the same
Sherlock
girl.
Holmes, Watson
Yeah.
from the Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, that's
boys
right. He
or
was. Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And
I
his
didn't
little,
like-
their little scene at the bar was just
The
ridiculous.
little scene when they were in the pit of one of
Yeah.
the monsters where they split the universe, and he was like, Yennefer. He's like, you know Yennefer? And I was like,
Yeah, y'all Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, that was a pissing contest. He was like,
Really-
yeah,
it was
bitch,
really
I know
awkward.
Yin.
I was like, I'm
And
done.
I'm like,
I'm done with
Yin.
this show.
When you start calling her Yin, like,
Yin, yeah.
What did you think about what did you all think about the one-off episode when Geralt went to meet his old friend, and then you find out his old friend is like, it looked like the dude from Beauty and the Beast. He
Yeah.
looked like
yeah,
what I'm talking
Beauty
about?
that was
Beast episode.
that was Tormund Giant's Bane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
I-
like,
I really liked that episode.
That's
was
when I
weird.
realized. That's the episode I realized Henry Cavill was phoning it in. Was that because that dude was acting a hole in him? He acted a hole in him. Like, you phoned
It
this
did
in.
nothing for me. That episode did nothing.
It didn't. It does nothing for anybody. It was Beauty and the Beast.
It-
It's like
it
it was a
it
one-off.
it
It
was-
was a bit of a one-off.
Except you don't know which one was the beast. Except Beauty was actually the beast, which is kind of
Yeah.
what I kind of liked that as. You know what I mean? It's like her magic was fucking him up, making it seem like he was a beast in order to keep people away. But at the same time, she was the creeper.
yeah, she
he
was a
whipped.
creeper, but he was
Couldn't
a
let it
fucked up
go.
human. He was fucked up.
Yeah, because there was a whole
He's like, yeah,
town that
I
got
raped the whole
decimated.
town. I raped
Because
all
it-
the women down there. Like, what? I raped all the
Yeah.
girls. I raped them all. Like, that's why
Yeah.
you're an animal.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why a witch cursed him. Didn't a witch
Yep,
curse him?
yeah,
And
witch
then he ended up
cursed him.
staying like
Something
that.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's
because he
why.
raped somebody.
All the
Yeah.
women in the church.
Well, the
all
temple.
girls.
It was in the temple.
Yeah,
Oh, in
he
the
was
He raided
temple.
the temple, one of
Yeah.
their temples.
Yeah, you
So I kinda
deserve
got
every
like
bit
a
of that
3
L,
thumbs.
homie.
He deserved.
Yeah.
He sure did. He sure
Deserve
did.
that L.
Yeah. I just
Oh,
thought
so
it.
What
Go ahead,
did
Cynthia,
you
go ahead.
all? So what did you all think about the creature design, the creatures and just in general? Were
The
we happy
handful of
with them,
creatures we
or-
got, like the 3 creatures we got.
It wasn't a lot. I mean, we had the character that we just talked about, one that loved Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Wraith. Is that what they're called?
The Wraith?
The big one. They look like a dragon.
The
very
one that
versatile.
turned them from
That
the
was over the lake.
stalactites. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Leshy.
And
I thought
Leshy.
the episode with Eskel and the Leshy was pretty dope. I really
Yeah.
liked that one.
Gerald's
like
killing
the
all
creatures.
of them. All of them wanted
I
to
really
talk
do
to
like the
Cersei.
creatures.
All the creatures wanted to talk to Cersei, and he was killing them all. Like, they didn't want to kill her.
Why you keep calling her Cersei? Cirilla.
Cirilla, but Siri, whatever her name is, they called her Siri though.
I thought it was Siri.
They call her
It's-
Siri.
Her name is Cirilla, but they call her Siri.
Siri.
It's
It was
Siri
Siri
for sure,
It was
yeah.
Siri when all the creatures wanted to talk to her. All the monsters wanted to talk to her. I thought that was interesting. Cause like the little
You will because of the prophecy.
yeah, because they realized that
Because
she's
of
there
the
to save them.
prophecy.
Like, you're there,
Right.
you're actually here to help us to stop these damn witches from killing us all.
No, that's not what her prophecy is. Her prophecy is
Well-
to take down men.
Oh yeah.
She was cursed by she's the elder elf, the one who fell in love with a human, had a baby. You know, she was supposed to kill the human, fell in love with him, had the baby, and when they still massacred her people, then she cursed them all and said the 10th generation baby that comes, that is born in the human, is basically Ceres the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Essentially, she's bound by the elder blood prophecy. That's why Dooney was like, we got to get her out of here because they're gonna fucking kill her. Because if she's really this prophesied baby, she's like the Antichrist. That's the elders elves are going to use in hopes of murking all of humanity.
Yeah.
Can she be killed like regularly, like with the sword? Or
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Every time
the Witcher tried to stab her when she was in that zone, she like healed. Because that was
the witch's magic.
Yeah, that was the witch's
we
magic.
assume.
Yeah, but every time anybody tries to get close to Seer, she screams and then she breaks the world open.
Yeah.
So you can't get anywhere near it unless you cut her throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's also a medium too. Because when the very first time that she like was knocked out, when she was talking, when Trish tried to help her, and then she went into her zone, and there was somebody else speaking through her. That's not serious. Somebody else. It's something else. And then we also got a chance to see the witch use her as a medium as well. So she's like an open. She has magic, but there's also something else that's pushing her that's undisclosed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the thing with Triss opened this door. She was supposed to be able to just walk through her memories. And because of her connection to the elder blood is what connects her to, that's how they ended up in the past. Because Triss kept saying, this is not supposed to happen. They're not supposed to know we're here.
Right.
But the elder blood is connected to all of them. She's connected to everyone in her past. So Parvetta was there. And then her great to the 19-year-old grandmother who set this prophecy in motion 10 generations ago, that bitch was present. You know what I mean? It's like Siri tapped into, it's actually being able to like walk along a family tree. And she got all and which she was supposed to be able to do to see her memories, to see, you know, that, but she wasn't supposed to be able to interact with anybody. It was just supposed to be her own memories. So it's like she is a psychic, like you know, she kept telling Geralt, I've seen this before, I've been here before, I've done this before. You know, and she kept telling him that. But when the witch is the one that opened the door in like taking over. She needed a host. The witch was basically a parasite.
Yeah.
That's why Yennefer said, I will host her, because the witch doesn't have a body. So it's not necessarily, I don't necessarily think Ciri is a medium per se, as that witch parasite kind of just like leached onto her, and she took over Ciri's mind. It's like she just kind of buried Ciri in this like false reality. You stay here while I take control of your body. You know,
they should have killed her ass when she was in that state, man.
Yeah, she killed all them witches just brutally.
Yeah, man, they should have killed her.
And there was no
ass.
there was like, I was like, dang.
Yeah, and then the monsters kept coming out.
Say it for the people in the back. Ciri would have been dead.
Yeah, Sarah should have been dead, man. That
the only reason she didn't die, we didn't lose the black guy, did we? Did we lose the black guy?
Yeah,
no, he survived.
He survived. She killed another. There's two black guys. She killed the one black guy, but we didn't get the main black guy that we, you know, she befriended.
One of them, I know she cut his throat, and I was like, "Garada, he out his damn mind. Y'all better kill this girl."
Yeah, she killed two no-name witchers. She killed two no-name.
I know she your goddaughter or whatever, but she gotta go, man.
She killed a few. I mean, but the no name.
And she was trying to kill more, right? They literally stopped her.
Trying to kill all of them.
But she didn't. The witch was doing it, and it's like, but Ciri, she stuck up in Centra. She stuck up in Centra, like, you know, them people did. You know they're dead. Well, I just got mad at her because it's like, I understand she's a kid. She misses her family. It's like you said, she needs therapy. She never had any damn therapy. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Here they are. Okay, I'd rather be here with them than be in this like fucked up world where I got to learn how to fight and defend myself. So I'm just going to stay here. I'm not saying I don't understand that as a little girl who suffered, but folks dying.
Yeah, man, she got to go.
Now y'all see
See,
the
but
way
look,
I see it.
But look, but this is,
With
but
you
this
on
is,
there, cuz.
but this goes back to me saying, like, if she looked the part, if she looked like she was a little bitty girl, you would probably feel a lot differently about it. Like you can't sit there and massacre this little girl. But when you're looking at another grown woman going through this, it's like she gotta go. She gotta
No,
go.
I wanted to kill Carol Ann in the first Poltergeist. I was like, kill that bitch. She looked
I'm
like
just
a
saying,
little girl.
Most people
Slit her
generally
throat.
empathize with children more than they empathize with
Not
with
demon
teenagers.
children.
With
Not
Generally
demon
speaking.
children.
I'm just saying.
Listen, not demon
Hey,
children.
hey.
Demon children gotta go.
Hey, after this season, I had a laundry list of people I wish were dead, so we can make a whole new series with better people.
But can we talk about Yennefer and how she showed up and tricked Geralt again and
Mhm.
took his dog, like took her, was like,
Yeah.
sorry about it.
And I was like, dude, you know
Listen.
who she is, right? I mean, Yennefer's
Why he
pretty
didn't kill her?
consistent.
He should have killed her.
When he saw
Thank
her,
you.
but the only reason
Yeah.
he didn't, he said the only reason he was like, we're done. Like you can come. I understand that you finally understand who Cirilla is, and she needs someone to train her, and I can't train her. So you can come, but we done. How many
should've
episodes
tried.
y'all think before they fucking again?
Yeah,
I
but he
think
should have
two.
trusted her from the get-go. Like, he should have never trusted her from the get-go. She is like Yennefer is who Yennefer is.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows who Yennefer is.
Right,
Everybody
right.
knows
Kingdom
who
know how
Yennefer
Yennefer
is.
get
Yeah,
down.
and you like fall back in love with her again. It's like, fam, come on, man.
Well,
You need to
even
find
the
that
Witcher's best
gem
friend, the
and
little fiddle
unleash
dude.
yourself.
He
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
yes,
He called her out all the time. He like,
He
I ain't
did.
calling for you. I know
Yeah,
what you
right. The
about.
boy, yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's like, Yennefer is who she is, fam. You don't
Like, this is
he's
not
going up
new.
in that, right?
Yeah,
Like, no,
you know what she's
fam.
about. You know what she's about.
She left you last time on the mountain. What are you doing, dog?
But when they were in the jail, like his song when he mad at Witcher, he's mad at Geralt. That shit is hilarious. Burn Witcher, burn, or burn Butcher, burn.
I love him. That's my guy. That's my
I
guy,
love
man.
him so much. And then like he's sitting in there making friends with the mice.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
I liked it. I
I
loved
found
it.
him
And then when Geralt
annoying.
come back, when
And he,
Geralt
like,
came
didn't
and
go
opened the door, you kind of wanted him to yell at Geralt, but at the same time, I respected the fact that he really just missed his friend. I respected that. And he did get him back a little bit later.
Like, whatever. I like
Yeah,
that.
he
He
came
didn't
back.
like that moment.
You know,
Yeah, Garrett
Because
was kind of
if you-
rude to him. Yeah, last season.
And if you've had a relationship with somebody, there's going to be times and there's going to be beef. If you live with somebody long enough, and somebody, there's going to be some friction. And I like the way that they just kind of like, it is what it is.
They brothers. They brothers, right? That's what you do.
Yeah.
with your
It's just what
brother.
it is.
Yeah,
It
like,
is.
you know,
you know.
after you ain't seen them in a while, you figure out that they safe. Like, we don't even remember all that old stuff. We gon', we
Keep it
good.
moving.
We good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? You know what broke my heart more than anything else? The death of Roach, man. Why they gotta kill Roach, dog?
Everybody
kill
was
Roach?
upset when Roach died. I
Come
was
on,
like,
man.
oh well.
Roach is his ride or die. If Geralt's first friend was Roach, it was like
But every horse is Roach. You know how many horses he done lost? The new horse is Roach too.
the one with the pretty hair, the black stallion with the
That's that.
yeah. I'm like, yo,
he
got the
hot,
Hawaiian
man.
silky.
Hey man, I don't think we can do any better than that, right? So we gonna start back and re-rate it over on that, on the death of Roach, right? So last time we started with Chuck, we're gonna start with you, Courtney. How you gonna re-rate Witcher season 2?
But here's the thing, like I'm gonna stay because I didn't get bored. I didn't think, oh, okay, I saw episode 2, 3. That was let me stop and take some breaks and go and do something else and catch it again in 4 days. And I binged it and I enjoyed myself. So I'm gonna stay.
Okay, so you full meal. I go next. I'm keeping this full meal as well. Nothing y'all said convinced me to lower the rating. Chuck wants to kill half the cast, and he's annoyed by everybody. I just don't agree with him, but it's all good, fam. And I don't think it was binge-worthy ready. I don't think it was quite binge-worthy, but I did enjoy it, so I'm gonna stay with mine at the full meal. Centel, how you gonna rate it, man?
It's still not a binge out for me. The very last episode to me had some problems. I think it was more directing problems. Time was kind of off. I kept screaming at the TV, just kill her. Just kill Siri now. You got the opportunity. Just kill her.
Man.
But it made you feel things. It made you feel things. It made you feel all the things because I was saying the same thing. I was like, you don't kill that little bitch. Like,
Me
what?
too.
It's like, just kill her. She's
Me
right
too.
there.
I mean,
Just kill her.
It did its job. I feel like it's
I'm like,
its job.
listen, Yesemir was
Because
right. Like, she gotta go. She gotta go.
Yeah,
She
it's like,
gotta go.
she gotta go,
You
man.
gotta go. You gotta
I
go.
mean,
You gotta
and then
go,
she
man.
took them to the. Then she took him to the Neither realm with the 5 horsemen, and they were like,
Yeah,
"Hey Siri,
for the
we
wild
missed
hunt.
you."
Yeah,
The wild
just,
hunt.
it was just, yeah, it was just. Yeah. So,
Oh, that's Siri. Siri is like, I'm listening.
oh, so yeah. I'm gonna keep it at a full meal. Nothing is gonna detract me from seeing season 3. I am all in the Witcher universe.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, boss man, how you gonna rate it?
I'm gonna keep it a mini meal. I'm almost went to a
I thought for
snack.
sure he's going to say a
Me
snack.
too. I did. I was like,
Um,
he about to change it to a snack.
I
His
really
face is
want
so
to-
angry.
I really want
His
to change
face
it
is
to a
saying
snack.
snack.
It
I
is.
really want to say snack, but I did binge it. I think I hate watched it as much as I did the season 5 of Lost and the last season of Game of Thrones combined. I mean, I just wanted to kill people. Like, they were so annoying. Everybody was so annoying, and I'm like, man, the main character. I was like, Henry, you're phoning into acting right now. You're phoning this in.
I
Everybody's
was just mad
acting
they didn't
over.
brush his hair. At least they brushed his hair in the first season.
Yeah, he phoned it in though. I'm like, yo, you got to do, but I do want to see season 3 because I do like this universe. So, cause I like the universe, has nothing to do with the quality of this season. I'm gonna keep it a mini meal. It almost went to a snack. for me.
Haterade.
It's not
Haterade.
haterade. It's just like
It is.
they are annoying. These characters were very annoying this season. Like, oh, this story could be so much better if the characters weren't annoying. Then y'all have to agree if the characters weren't annoying,
Well,
this
the
could have been a better
problem-
season.
Well, I think the problem is that they lean too heavily into the origin of Siri. Honestly, and like I said, I'm still gonna stay at a binge-worthy. I didn't get enough Geralt. Like
Yeah.
of
That's
Geralt.
very
Got
true.
him. He was kind
I
of
agree
annoying.
with you on
I
that. I agree with you
I
on
got
that.
a lot of him as a perfunctory character in relationship to her. It was kind of like Loki and Sylvie in the Loki series. I got too much Sophie or Sylvie, what the fuck her name is.
Siri.
I had too much her. No, I'm talking
Sylvie.
about I'm talking about
Sylvie.
Loki.
Yeah. Okay.
I got too much Sylvie and not enough Loki, and the series is supposed to be about him. So same with this situation, I needed more of just a pure Geralt storyline, not connected to Siri. I did enjoy when he went off on his own without Siri because I missed that, but I would hopefully in season 3 I get more of him just being a monster hunter.
Yeah.
And less of him trying to be Sherlock Holmes.
You made me want to drop it right now. That
Nah,
almost
No,
convinced
you're-
me to
you're
drop
right about that.
it. to him.
It needs more monster
Ah.
hunting. It does.
It needs more
does.
monsters.
Yeah,
and
it
it needs
needs
less
more-
of Siri. Like, she can die. Like,
I was like, what am I watching? A soap opera? I'm
Yeah, we
watching
can
a
kill her,
talking head
right? Like,
soap
we
opera.
figure out her
She can't die. She like I need you guys
I mean,
to
he don't have
accept
to
this.
kill her.
I don't
just
think
want-
she's
She's
going
not
nowhere.
going to die.
Let's be honest.
The
Geralt
mission
killed
is
like 10
over
things in
if
this
she
whole entire
dies.
Series. He killed
Huh.
like 10 things this whole entire series. There was like 8 episodes. He killed probably 10 things. It's The Witcher,
season
you
1?
guys. This season 2. He killed nothing.
He killed 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he killed a couple things.
couple things.
Wait,
I want him
yeah.
killing something every episode.
But no, he killed 3. He killed the Leshy. He killed the little beauty girl. He killed the stalactite
Didn't he kill his,
man.
his
Yeah.
friend? He killed his friend, right? The tree.
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm
turned
talking
into a
about.
tree?
He killed.
Okay.
Yeah, he killed
yeah,
her.
yeah,
Him.
Yeah. I
He
want him
killed
killing,
some stuff.
I
He
want him
just
killing like
didn't kill
20
enough.
things per episode. We need to have a minimum of 20 things.
I mean, my
getting murked.
favorite episode in the Witcher's franchise is the one with the Striga, is the one with Faltus. Like when Faltus, it turned out to be his little like love child daughter, and he battled that bitch from
That
like
was dope.
sundown
Yeah, 'cause it
to
was-
sun up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
was
kind of
that's my favorite
scary
episode.
too. A little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
again, they
Tension,
killed a
that
kid.
was
They killed a
good.
baby in that one too.
They did. And my thing was,
He
there's
had
not
the little
enough
baby
killing
that
in this
drowned, right?
series.
Didn't he drown in the sand?
This series turned into
Oh
a-
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby
Yeah,
killed
yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah.
No, it didn't drown in the
Like,
sand,
fuck
drowned
them
in the
kids.
water because Jennifer portaled,
Right,
she portaled
right.
into the water and then
right.
she tried to save the baby and then she
Right.
buried it in the sand.
Right.
But there was
That's
some
what it
sand.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
That was
like
a dope
that.
episode because they were portaling back and forth, and that thing was
Yeah.
chasing
I
them.
feel-
See, I want
Yeah.
more of that.
I think
do
Gerard
want
Yeah.
was
that.
just. I felt Gerard
I
was
think-
just reacting to everybody this whole entire season. He was just
Well,
really
he
being
and
reactionary.
Jennifer, because they were out of their element. And that's the thing,
Yeah, I
is
just
that they
wanted
were
her
both
dead. I just
out of
wanted
their
her
element.
dead.
She
I just
didn't know
wanted
what
her
to do with
dead.
herself
I said, she
without
ain't got
magic.
no magic. She's useless.
No, but that's
But
but
she was
that's her
clever,
point.
right? Yeah, she was clever,
She
right?
Jennifer had been, she had been a hunchback, and then she discovered she
That's when
had
she messed with the
magic.
brother.
Then
The brother had
He
the
clapped them
hunchback
hunchback
girl. He
cheeks.
clapped-
I can't
no,
believe
but
he
she
did that.
she
I'm
had
so-
no. Let me finish. She had her hunchback. Then she had discovered she had magic, and she found purpose for herself. She found her purpose within her magic. So you take that away, and Yennefer doesn't know who she is, and she's had magic for like centuries. It's like she's been a mage for centuries. Like, what do I do with this? You know what I'm saying? So now she had to figure out, she's out of her element. So she's literally floundering. Geralt, out of his element. I don't know how to be somebody's daddy. He's floundering. I think those are things that we needed to see them be vulnerable in order to see them rise up in the
I
next
didn't need
season.
to see any of that. I needed to see more dead.
This was
monsters.
like,
But
I
yeah.
it's
needed
a
more
part,
dead
like-
monsters.
This was like the Two Towers in the Lord of the Rings
And
series.
that was
The
a
Two
pointless
Towers
movie,
is
too.
irritating, but it is world building and information that
I
you
don't
needed.
need all that. I had Witcher 3, the video game. I'm good. Just show me some.
Everybody
killing.
doesn't watch that and play that. I don't play that.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
So
I'm
I
not
think it's
paying $1
necessary-
million for an Xbox or a
It's
PS14.
necessary for
Somebody
it's
give me
free
one.
right now on the PC. You can play it for free, actually.
All right, we'll
I don't
be
even
on
know
here.
where.
We'll be on here all night. Courtney, you got anything to say before we head out?
Happy New Year. Welcome back, Benjis. We'll see y'all next week.
Santel, you got anything for the people?
Hey man, I'm just happy to get this new year started. Happy to get to arguing with y'all, man. I love y'all.
Boss man, you got anything to say?
No, I'm excited for the season, Witcher 3 season, and I'm gonna hate it because after that I'm gonna bash. It's gonna get some throw up from me. It's gonna get some more bullshit from me. I'm just gonna put it out there right now.
Oh,
Henry Cavill
God.
better not phone it
I want
in.
Henry Cavill to come on for season 3.
He better come. He better be in pure Shakespearean form. He better be in pure Shakespearean form.
Oh,
God.
man. All right,
What we
guys.
doing
That
next week?
we're doing a Hawkeye. We're doing Hawkeye next week. So we're doing Hawkeye next week. So tune in. We will be rating Hawkeye, and that's going to conclude
Sir
our
Charles.
show. Huh?
Did you watch it? Sir Charles, have you watched
Yeah, I
Hawkeye?
watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of it. So cool. If you're out there, and you're watching. Yeah,
Really, Randy?
yeah. I'm
For
about
sure
halfway
you
through
have
it.
watched it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through it. So remember to if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, remember to like us. This helps us build our audience. The Geekish Network is a network owned by minorities, man. We're out here creating stories for you guys. We've got writers and directors, and we've got talent and producers and marketers and entrepreneurs and all those good
We're not
things.
minorities. We're underrepresented.
Okay, so we're underrepresented.
Because in the
all right?
world, we are the
The
majority.
global majority.
We are
global
the
majority.
We're the global
Okay,
majority.
So we are underrepresented. Then thank you very much.
We
for
are
that,
not minor characters.
That's right. That's
We're
right.
underrepresented. Well,
Siri,
anyway,
please.
we're bringing you these stories. Shouts out to Digital Click. Digital Click performs all of the artwork that we have out there. They keep us looking good, so we can keep bringing you these fresh stories. Tomorrow we're gonna have Origins Illustrated. Are you guys meeting tomorrow, Courtney? Origins Illustrated.
That's a good question. I don't
know.
think
Okay.
so. I don't think
Okay,
so. I think
well,
we're going to pass this week.
Okay, well that's
Oh,
fine.
are
So,
we?
I
Okay.
think so. Nobody said anything. So we'll see. We'll see.
well,
We
have-
shall see.
Yeah. If not, tune in tomorrow for Geek Beast. You get to see Centel and Chuck argue it out
Yes,
and bring
sir.
you the daily news. So thanks guys for tuning in. And as we
Yes.
said, we're gonna be watching Hawkeye next
And
week.
this will go up as a podcast soon.
It's gonna go up as a podcast. So you
So
can
we
download
listen to us on iTunes and where you find your best podcast location.
wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcast, you can
Mhm.
now download us at the BingeWorthy Podcast, man. All right.
Bang,
so
bang.
we will holler at you guys next week. Thanks for joining us, guys. Peace.